Welcome back to Open House NYC. Now, as any parent knows, it's hard to create a stylish home with children running around. I speak from experience on this. Sometimes design, takes a back seat. Well, that was the challenge interior designer and mother of two Lauren Behfarin faced with her own apartment. She wanted to create a space that was fun and safe for the kids, yet still felt stylish and sophisticated. Let's see how she did it.
Hi, I'm Lauren of Lauren Behfarin Design. Welcome to my apartment on the Upper East Side. I believe that design should not only be a reflection of your aesthetic, but should also fit with the function of your life. For me, as a mother of two, my main purpose here was to create a colorful, kid-friendly space that also felt designed. I'm excited to show you around. Come on in. The entry foyer is obviously the first thing you see when you come into the home, but in many city apartments, it's often thought of as a transient space. But I wanted to make a real statement here to set a happy tone for the rest of the home. I worked with a small Brooklyn company to create this beautiful custom wall covering. What's interesting is that it's kind of a Rorschach test. The longer you look at it, the more you see. And everyone sees it differently, which always makes me happy. The geometric light fixtures mimic the shapes of the paper. But what I really love are the dramatic shadows they cast on the ceiling. Because this space is visible from the living and dining areas, it had to be an interesting vignette on its own. We combine the living and dining areas to make one big casual family room. Formal divisions of space become less important when you have kids running around. The natural light in here is fantastic, so I kept the furniture low to take advantage of this wall of windows. It's a great plush sectional that's as perfect for jumping kids as it is for relaxing with friends with a glass of wine. I chose a rounded coffee table to avoid sharp corners and added this foam guard for safety that matched the wooden base. There is no reason why safety and style can't go together. In case you haven't noticed, I love wallpaper, so I kept the furniture neutral, including the two chairs, so that the wallpaper became the focal point. The grid-like element is interesting but not overwhelming. I continued the wallpaper into the dining area to unify the two spaces. The custom banquette was done in durable, darker fabric to hide those sticky fingers. And speaking of unifying, you'll notice the blue color for the banquette fabric also matches the wallpaper and the blue in the adjoining playroom. The playroom had to be fun and functional for both kids and adults. After all, it is an extension of the living and dining area. We painted everything, even the walls, moldings, and bookcase in this shade of matte blue so that it was all unified and inviting. Like a little jewel box, visible from the rest of the apartment. Brass elements in the lighting bring a dash of elegance. And the toys can act as whimsical accessories, not as an eyesore. Well, as long as they're put away, which every parent knows never happens. When designing a kid's space, it's important to foster creativity and curiosity in all your choices. It also helps to use one element as your design inspiration for the space. I chose, no surprise, wallpaper. For my daughter's room, we went with a birds and butterfly theme. And for my son's nursery, we went with a woodland theme with pops of turquoise. And a chalkboard wall is always a fun activity for the kids. This is my little retreat from the hustle of the city and the chaos of the kids, but they do manage to find their way in here. I custom designed the bed to feel large and inviting, with oversized channeling and an ikat print. And it's big enough that all of us can curl up and watch a movie together. If you have the space, seating is a must in the bedroom. Here, I put two blue swivel chairs at the end of the bed. They're a great place to unwind at the end of the day, but they're also the main color pop in the room. A grass cloth accent wall adds a bit more texture behind the bed. I love this room. It manages to feel serene even with the kids in it, and that's no small feat. Thanks so much for joining us here today. I hope you've seen that family-friendly design does not have to compromise style.